This is Teacher Jen from camglish.com and welcome again to a new lesson on essential English patterns. Today, we have a new pattern to discuss, but before we go on, let's go back to the last pattern we had. Can you still remember it? Okay, that was the pattern, can you bring? Okay, so can you bring? Okay, let's make a sentence for that. Okay, so when you say can you bring, okay, with the word bring, that means you will get something for someone. Okay, so let's have an example. Can you bring my shoes to me? Can you bring my shoes to me? That means I'm asking you if you can bring or get my shoes to give it to me. Okay? So now I think you can remember it. Now it's time to start discussing our new pattern. Okay, so this is pattern number 16 and the pattern is can you get me? So actually it has the same meaning with the pattern can you bring me? Because when you say bring, get something. Okay, so get thus have the same meaning with bring. Okay, so this is very easy to understand. So when you say get, to go after and bring something to someone. Okay, now let's study the following sample sentences. Okay, can you get me a piece of pie? Can you get me a piece of pie? So what is pie? A pie is a kind of bread. Okay, and what is piece? When you say piece, that's only one piece. Okay, one piece of pie, only one. Okay, so now can you get me a piece of pie? How can you answer this? This is a can question, so you can say yes I can or no I can't. Okay, and if you want to say a sentence, not a question, you can say I can get you a piece of pie. Okay, I can get you a piece of pie. Now let's go into number 2. Can you get me a cup of coffee? Can you get me a cup of coffee? So coffee, okay, everyone loves it in the morning, right? Someone that can keep you awake when you're sleepy. So a cup, that means 1 cup of coffee. So can you go and bring a cup of coffee to me? So that is so easy. You can also change that. Can you get me a cup of milk? Or can you get me a glass of water? Okay, now let's go into number 3. Can you get me a few things while you're at the store? Can you get me a few things while you're at the store? Okay, this is a little bit long but very easy to understand. So a few things here. Okay, some things that can be bought while you are at the store. Okay, so this person, okay, who's saying this question or asking this question maybe cannot go with you or cannot come with you to the store. So that means he or she is asking you if you can get something for her while you will go to the store. Okay, so some things that can be bought in the store that you will be going to. Okay, how about number 4? Can you get me a souvenir when you go on vacation? Can you get me a souvenir when you go on vacation? Okay, so when you have a vacation or when you do have a vacation, you go to far places, okay? Places far from your hometown or far where you live so that you can be refreshed and have a new surrounding. Okay, so typically people who have vacations always get some souvenirs. Okay, so when you say souvenir, it's a remembrance or it's a reminder of past events. It's a reminder of the place you went to. Okay, so that whenever you look at that thing, you can remember your trip, okay, on that certain place. So can you get me a souvenir when you go on vacation? Okay, how about number 5? Can you get me a newspaper? Can you get me a newspaper? Okay, newspaper is really known by everyone. Okay, it's a daily or weekly published paper that contains news, articles, or advertisements. Okay, and most of the time people read newspapers during the morning. Okay, when we're eating breakfast, right? You can see that with your fathers. Okay, so can you get me a newspaper? Of course I can, or you can change that. Can you get me a magazine? Okay. So, this pattern is very easy, right? Now it's our turn to make some sentences. I'll make my sentence. Can you get me a piece of cloth? Can you get me a piece of cloth? Because I need to wipe the dirt away from my shoes. Okay, can you get me a piece of cloth? Because I have to wipe the dirt away from my shoes. Okay, now it's your turn. What is your sentence using this pattern? Very good. Okay, so it's like asking a favor, right? Asking a favor for someone to get you something. Okay, so you should be polite in saying this pattern or in saying these kinds of questions. Okay, so now let's read them again and please follow me. Can you get me a piece of pie? Can you get me a cup of coffee? Can you get me a few things while you're at the store? Can you get me a souvenir when you go on vacation? Can you get me a newspaper? Very good. So now it's our time to read the dialogue, okay? So in dialogue number 1, I will be A, and in dialogue number 2, you will be B. Let's start. I'm going to the deli. Sure. What kind of sandwich do you want? Okay, now let's go into number 2. Sure. What kind do you want? Okay, I'll give you our best beer. Very good. So as you see, it's very easy to use this pattern in your conversations. Okay, so we have a word here, deli. What is a deli? Okay, so it can be a restaurant or a fast food restaurant. Okay, a food shop that sells ready to eat food. Okay, like sandwiches. Okay, so now let's go back here and I want you to memorize and review the following sentences. Don't forget to memorize, okay? And please make your own sentences using this pattern, okay? And don't forget to review again. So, anyway, this is our this is the end of our lesson, and this is again Teacher Jen saying goodbye. See you on our next lesson. Bye.